Hey everyone, welcome back to another deep dive. In this one we're going to be looking at Falzix, someone that was recommended to me by a PI in the YouTube comments. For the life of me, I can't remember which PI it was, so if you know it's you, I'm sorry. But yeah, so they listed a whole bunch of people to look into, and Falzix really caught my eye. So, Falzix, Red Star. I honestly don't know how to pronounce. I've never seen that first name. I'm so sorry. Italy. Giacomo. I have no idea. I'm sorry. Mr. Falcone or Falcon. Falzix. Okay, so space engineering, hard sci-fi, cinema, and high-tech lover. My hobbies, studies, and passions reflect 100% my sight of the market's future. That led me to 17 profitable months out of our first 18 months I have been on eToro. Despite the huge economical crisis brought by the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. My work experience goes from IT hardware engineering to IT delivery. I started investing in 2014, and thanks to my happy achievements, I made it my second job and passion in 2017. Okay, it's always good when they sort of commit more to the cause. Main targets: renewables, EV production, energy storage and distribution, cloud and computer technologies, e-payments, tourism and logistics. I also dedicate a small fraction of my portfolio to scouting new high potential entries, for example, Neo, Fiverr, and others. Copy instructions: suggested minimum copy time, 6 to 8 months. Ideal is 10 plus. Copy and open trades are recommended, but not mandatory. You can choose. Enjoy and tune in for weekly updates. Stay strong, stay safe. 1,600 followers, 356 copies. Okay, so have a look on the screen here. This is how I'll be doing social informative. So it's in multiples of 1 out of 10 for 1 post per month, and a 10 out of 10 for 10 posts a month. So let's have a quick look. Falzix, 17 days ago. That's the pinned post. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Yeah, so knocking it out of the park. Falzix is going to get a 10 out of 10 for social informative. Let's take a look at his stats. Okay, so we started in 2019. I thought we started in 2020. So 2019, 64%, and that was in only 3 months' time. 245% in 2020. With only 1 red month, technically. I mean, these 3 are very, very low, but they're still green. So only 1 red month, minus 4%. And this year, he's already done 19%. So yeah, I know 2020 was an abnormal year, and it was 50% for the NASDAQ, so it was freakishly high. People got a lot more than usual when trading items that's part of the NASDAQ, especially tech, which makes up a lot of the NASDAQ. But still, 245 is a ridiculously high number. If you were to bring that down to meet the normal standards, 64% of 3 months, 19% of 3 months. I like it. So, have a look here at the screen. This is how we explain the statistics. 10 out of 10 for 100% annual gain. And then multiples of 15 down to the starting point, which is a 5 out of 10 for 25% annual gain. So, the last 12 months. Whichever way you look at it, it'll be a 10 out of 10. So also, for those of you that's sort of been following me for a long time and watching all my videos, for the longest time, it's always been a case that if someone has over 100%, then, I'll knock it down to a 9 if they haven't been consistent for a few years with 100% plus. I'm changing that now as of from 4 deep dives ago when I reworked it. And I will be updating all previous deep dives before 4 deep dives ago. Updating the stats because people need to be bumped up a bit with this new rework I've done. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for stats. Let's have a look. So 356 copiers. Nice organic incline, and 300k to $1 million under management, minus 13% daily drawdown, minus 22% weekly, minus 35% yearly. That's a big number. That's a big number. 323 total trades, 75% profitable, 97% stocks, so it's almost entirely stocks. A little bit of crypto, copied a person at one point for a little bit, and ETFs. 5 trades per week, 2 months holding time, started in April 2019, 60% profitable weeks. Next, we'll be looking at portfolio quantity. So have a look on the screen here. So a 1 out of 10 would be 5 assets, going up to a 10 out of 10 for 50 assets. And as you can see here, Falzix has got 82 assets. So he'll be getting a 10 out of 10 for portfolio quantity. Risk management, have a look on the screen again here. So this is how we'll be doing it. So 1 out of 10, biggest asset allocation is 30%, going all the way up to a 10 out of 10 if his biggest asset allocation is 3%. So let's have a look. So his biggest asset is even under 3%. So a 10 out of 10 again. Next is Drawdown. And this is where the streak of the 10s is going to stop, I have a feeling. So minus 35%. Have a look on the screen here. So, ooh. And it's in multiples of 5, isn't it? So that's not good. So Drawdown's going to be a 4 out of 10. The affordability. Okay, so back to portfolio. Now I have spent about 10 minutes looking through every single one of these before I started recording. And I can tell you that the lowest one is 0.29%, which brings him to 690. 690 is the minimum to copy all open trades. So have a look here again. So this is the new $500 minimum copy affordability section. 1 out of 10 if you be copied with 1,500, going all the way up to a 10 out of 10 if you be copied with 500. And that's in multiples of $100. So let's round that 690 to 700. So Falzix is going to be an 8 out of 10 for affordability. So next is synchronization, part 1. If he gets a 1 out of 10, it's 10 trades closed in the last 3 months. Going up to a 10 out of 10, he's got 100 trades closed in the last 3 months. And if he gets between a 6 and a 10 out of 10, then we move on to synchronization step part 2. So let's have a look. So 3 months. 159 trades, so he will be a 10 out of 10 for the first part. Okay, so 1.77 divided by 1.06, so 1. So we take 1 away from 10, which is the previous score, and he'll get a 9. No. So it's only really the drawdown that's letting them down. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's have a look at the chart. What is going on with the chart? There's no way that he's minus 40% or 0. Wait, how far can we... last 2 years. That's more like it. So at the bottom here, we got SPY and NASDAQ. NASDAQ being the top 100 American companies, more specializing in tech, but not just tech. And SPY being the top 500 American companies. That's, as far as I know, not specialized in anything. And then we look at Falzix. Just look at this progress. Absolutely monstrous. Very, very good. Although it's not really fair, is it, to judge by the last year? Let's see if we can bring this back. Yeah. Okay. There you go, that's more like it. So, a nice healthy bump here. And then a crash, just about hitting where SPY and QQQ was. Only for a second, and then bam. Back to being monstrous. Okay, so let's have a look at his stats again, one last time. So he's got 4 10 out of 10s for being social informative. Stats, which are obviously very important. Portfolio quantity and risk management, again, very important. The one that's really let him down, though, is Drawdown. I don't know if there's a way to improve that or whether it'll always be that level. I don't know whether it can go higher. I don't know. I don't know if that's how eToro works in that sense, but hopefully it can. I'd like to see that number go up a bit, in the future. And then affordability is an 8, which is good considering, the times that we're in with the whole $500 minimum. And then a 9 out of 10 for synchronization. So yeah, it's just the Drawdown. Really unfortunate. Falzix is another one that's on my list. I wouldn't say he's in the next top 3, but definitely the top 5, I'd say, that I want to copy. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll be coming back around to you. And I'll keep an eye on you. We'll see how the progress goes for this year, 2021. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll see you in the next video.